Hey everyone, Tom Hegna here with my 2025 economic commentary. Just to level set, today is December 14th, 2024. The Dow is at 43,828. The S&P is at 6,051. The Nasdaq's at 19,926, and the 10-year US bond is at 4.39%. All right. Now, normally I go make my predictions about the economy and interest rates and all that. But we just had something in America called an election, and it was a big election, all right? And Donald Trump got elected. He won not just the Electoral College, he won the popular vote as well. And so in today's terms, that's considered a mandate. And it just there just seems to be a different feeling in the air, whether you liked him or not, whether you voted for him or not. I think most people want him to do well. I think most people are cheering for the country. That's at least the sense I'm getting. But for me to make predictions, I just found an article that Trump has made over 100 promises of things he's going to do, and I've got 2 pages of them. I'm just going to go through them, and then I'll start talking about economics a little bit. But here are the things Trump has promised to do. Number one, mass deportations. Going to start with the criminals first, which right now has public support. But when they start pulling babies away from grandmas and mommies and daddies get split up and it's on the news, public opinion may change. But mass deportation, he's going to close the border. He's going to finish the wall, a remain in Mexico policy. He's going to give college graduates, so immigrant college graduates, he wants to give them a green card because those are the kind of immigrants we want to have here, ones that have earning potential and they've had shown success and that type of thing. He wants to designate drug cartels as foreign terrorist organizations and maybe have the military go in and take out some of these cartels. Add 10 to 20% tariffs on all non-domestic goods. Add a 60% tariff on goods from China. No tax on tips. No tax on overtime. No tax on Social Security benefits. He wants to extend the Trump tax cuts. He wants to cap credit card interest rates at 10%, make interest on car loans tax deductible, restore the SALT, state and local tax deductions, stop China from buying land in America and the Russia-Ukraine war, and the hostage crisis in Israel, hold China accountable for the COVID-19 pandemic, construct an iron dome over America to protect us against missiles from other countries, rebuild the military, get wokeness out of the military, withdraw from the World Health Organization, leave Social Security and Medicare unchanged, keep the current retirement age for Social Security, end veteran homelessness, abolish the education department, provide universal school choice, increase liability protection for police officers, require voter ID in order to vote, count all ballots on election night, none of this, 6 weeks later stuff, ban biological men from playing in women's sports, create a Department of Government Efficiency, ban any federal department from restricting free speech, ban federal workers from taking jobs at companies they regulated, leave the Paris Climate Accord, eliminate mandates for electric vehicles, approve liquid natural gas terminals on day one, drill baby drill, lower energy costs by 50%, refill the strategic petroleum reserve. Now that's what Trump has promised. He's also promised to release the Epstein files and videos, the Diddy files and videos, the JFK investigation, the 9/11 investigation on UFOs, the 2020 election that's going to get relitigated, I think, and the January 6th thing. They're going to find out. I think there's some hocus pocus there. So, I mean, there's a lot of stuff there. And those things could impact the economy. I mean, look, if there are mass deportations start going into businesses and into the meat packing plants and the chicken processing plants and the vegetable farms and things and start hauling away migrants who've been working there for 20 years, that might cause some problems and it might cause some economic things. If we do all the tax stuff that he wants to not tax, we could have serious problems with our budget debt and deficit. On the other hand, we got some really smart people in there, Elon Musk and Vivek Ramaswamy. I mean, what if we could start thinking of America more like a business instead of a government thing? We've got so many assets, we've got so much land. We could start turning a profit on some of this. If somebody started thinking about running the United States so that it would be actually a profit center, we might have to pay no income tax eventually. We could have the country because we have so much to offer the world. So I'm very optimistic. I think interest rates are going to stay higher for longer now because the economy's doing well. The exception to that is if the economy starts going down, if the market plunged, if we had a severe problem and all of a sudden it looked like we're heading for a recession or depression, yeah, they got room to cut rates quite a bit, you know. But until there's something really bad that happens to the economy, I think interest rates may start drifting lower, but they're sure not going to go down fast, all right? Because there's just too much uncertainty. And remember, in times of uncertainty, that's what we do. All right. You know, I've been working with my youngest sister. She became a widow at age 59. I mean, it's just tragic situation. But you know, her advisor's trying to put a bunch of her money in the stock market. And I said, nah, I don't think so. Not when the market's at an all-time high, not when it's naked in the stock market. I mean, I don't have a problem with people being in the market if they have some protections, like a variable annuity. You can have full principal protection. You'd be guaranteed not to lose a penny over 7 years or 10 years. You can get the full upside of the market. Yes, the fees are a little higher, but they're higher because they guarantee you won't lose money in the stock market, okay? If you don't like fees, there's registered index-linked annuities that give you much of the upside of the market, and they don't have a fee, all right? Most of them don't have a fee, and they can protect you 10%, 50%, 20%. You can pick the amount of protection. The more protection, the less upside you might have. That's another way to do it. And then if you don't want any risk at all in the market, you can do a fixed index annuity. You get some upside of the market, not as much as a RILA, not as much as a variable annuity, but you get some upside, but you get no downside risk in a fixed index annuity. And if you want to have your principal and your interest guaranteed, that's what a fixed annuity does. So I would just recommend helping your clients through these times of uncertainty, showing them that guarantees matter. And really, the only time guarantees matter is when markets go down. And with markets at all-time record highs, at some point, markets are going to go down. Guarantees are going to matter. It's better to get them before the market goes down. Everybody else waits till the market crashes. Then they buy their guarantees, and they do it a little backwards. But so we've got a great opportunity. I think the next year might be the most entertaining year of my life. With all the things that could come out about all these different investigations, all these different, you know, video things, all these different things that could come out, it could blow people's minds. So buckle up and get ready for 2025. I think it's going to be a very, very exciting year.